Hello, this is Max Quester, and welcome to Max Quester's Let's Plays. On today's episode, we are starting up the sequel to Strange Horticulture, Strange Antiquities. Just like that first game, we're going to be given some mysterious objects, unknown at first, with a handy guide to help solve what they are, and then help deduce who they're gonna go to if that's the case. Well, since we've got a bit of a taste already on what the strange games are like, how about we go ahead and get started? Ooh, lots of skulls. Ooh. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there's a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop. Strange Antiquities in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. I find it interesting that it's labeled number 2. I wonder where the third shop will be. The ravens were an omen. Ooh, that's loud. A circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed, even then, to signal the start of a rising dread. Ooh, inky. Loading. Ooh. Seems to be loading quite a bit. Must be the first time load part. Sometimes they do that. Here we go. Day 1. Thursday. Hey, we have another cat. There's a good boy. Looks like we got some bigger shelves and much more of a full window in front of us here. Lots of interesting items at hand. Ooh. Like the whole shop is being moved and all the amulets are getting chicken around. What's this? Ooh, secrets. Nice. Well, we know what this is all about. Ooh. Weights. And a scale. Oop, can't pick up. Only side to side. So we're gonna have to keep weight in mind. It will appear. Okay. Oh, and there's our meter. I imagine they'll have another way of dealing with that when that fills up. Oh, that's our archive. This is our bell. Who's our first person? Oh, Eli White. I have been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care, with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference material. Here, take this. It's dangerous to go alone. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. And like that he goes. The thaumaturge, Eli White. Eli is a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that, to the untrained eye, may appear dull and lifeless, but in the right hands, and armed with the right knowledge, can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of Strange Antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side. A side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. I like Jupiter. It's a lot more easy to pronounce than Helleborn. Speaking of which, oh look, he's got dichromia. I rarely see that in a cat. Jupiter. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat. Or, more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. I see we're still in Undermere. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. Lovely. Here we have Strange Artifacts, a guide to occult objects. T.S. Gill. Ooh, it's actually like a checklist this time. Interesting. Ecumenical. That's the first thing. Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I guess we just want to find a safe place for it. Oh. Oh, that's a thing. I wonder if these are also... It's a shame these weren't in our main game, eh? Oh, nope. Let's move these to the side here. Oh, nope. There we go. Put them out of the way. If they're not a strange object, then, well, actually, let's bring everything more into the inwards. Let's get a better look at everything, shall we? Let not anything escape our gaze, shall we? Next spell. Thomas Pope. Congratulations! Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. How lovely. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my Hunter's Boon. Hunter's Boon. Oh, that reminds me. I should probably check the settings. Auto-labeling is on. Good. Shift to zoom. Good. Visuals, simplify text, fonts that are easy to read. I'm good. Arachnophobia. Okay, well, folks, there might be some spiders, so watch out for that, folks. Okay. We are looking first for a Hunter's Boon. Hunter's Boon. A Hunter's Boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items, without embellishments. So, made from trophies taken from slain beasts, so like a skin, fur, claw, tooth. That's a Hunter's Boon, and they got a wolf here, so... let's see. Oh, before we kind of just got a little description. Now we got 4 descriptions. Move the cursor over different parts of the object to inspect it. It's made of wood. Oh, wait a minute. It mentioned... Oh, good. It opens up right where you left off. So if it's parts made from trophies of slain beasts, so we're probably looking for not wood. So more like ebony, or no, ebony. That's a type of wood, isn't it? Ivory. That's what I was looking like a tusks or claws and things like that. Ooh, I noticed this thing is kind of. Notice it has a little breakage on that. Hope we don't have to pay for that. Oh, hello. What's this? Yellowy brown. It's a yellowy white color. Smooth but hard ridges. Smooth. Nothing to remark. It gives me a sensation of power. Well, that kind of looks like a tooth or something, doesn't it? It's kind of what we were thinking. Let's use the item. Identified. This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. They do have a hint system, just Ooh, Selenic Totem. Cool. But yeah, just there's a hint system. I'm going to intend not to use it, just like I did use it for the previous game. Let's see. Add labels while inspecting them. What? So, let's see. Oop, go ahead and move you there. Yeah, I guess we'll put our identified items over here. And move on from there. I wonder how many items we'll have. Last time I had like 77. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Shadow hold for Jack Hungerford. Well, let us take a look and see what we can find. Okay, back to the list. Shadow hold. A shadow hold, or oshetic vessel, is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar, or a bottle, or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an oshetic spirit. The manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Shadow catcher. This kind of looks like it. Also, this is a bunch of designs on it, too. Looks different, though. Wait a minute. Okay, it's just sideways. Interesting. Cork. Clay. Spongy. These markings have been carved in. I like this. There's so many more descriptions we can work with. Pungent. We have nothing to remark. Oh, I wonder what the... Ooh, we have... Oh, we have a lot of options for for making things iconic. Nice. I guess this might be it. Identified. Let's see, the shadow hold. The item is a container of some kind. The design on the bottle is the same as the sketch. Nice. Fun bond. Cool. There's an auto-labeling option. That's what we're using. Hey, that's a familiar face. David Schaefer. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? Oh, I actually saw one back there. I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. I have a letter for you. Okay. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Charlie Weathers. Okay. I want an ossic ring. Ossic. That's a pleasing word on the tongue. Interesting. Okay, well, don't touch that, I guess. Wait, can I give them... I can give them the letters. Wait, is there another section? Oh, wait. Ooh, there is another section. Can we leave, like, papers? Ooh, hello. What have we here? Ooh, we have an exploration icon. Ooh, Thaumic Fields. You can use Shift to bring up a magnifying glass. Nice. Okay. And these look like other artifacts. Cool, cool. Undermere. That looks like a familiar map. That is not a familiar map. That is the city of Undermere, looks like. Interesting. Okay, set that aside for a moment. I got one more drawer. Ooh. And this. What is this? Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. EW. Oh, cool. Eli White, I'm guessing? Oh, that's kind of cool. We can access like the bottom row in case we need to. Okay, where to start? Well, let's see. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Oh, key. The boatyard, number 8. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timbers covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from Strange Antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me into the dilapidated office, where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water, and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of a desk and places them gently in my hands. Those are definitely some decrepit boats. Ooh. Sleep vessel. Got a few things, actually. Oh, shoot, I missed. Apparently, as an afterthought... Aw, darn, I missed that. Oh, well. So he gave us another thing at the end as an afterthought. Okay, so Ossic Ring. Oh, wait, we technically have one more thing to explore, don't we? Oh, hey, I guess we can explore anytime we like. Oh, we can... put that in the archive. Yay, archive. Always feels good whenever you can fill that. Let's see. I've stored a couple items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Let's see. Does that mean we're on here? Strange Antiquities, 29. Wow, that's pretty low. Well, let's see. It said wine merchant. I guess that guy? The proprietor, a Mrs. Cranmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. "Yes, well, take the lot of them out of here, would you? I can't say no to Eli, after all. He's done for me. But I don't like the thought of them unnaturals in my cellar." Ooh, that's a bunch of items. Okay, let's go ahead and set those aside. Did I get everything from here? Yes, I did, except for the little pots. Okay, Ossic Ring. Ossic Ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Corchin, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say that they can hear Corchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic Ring up to their ear. The serpent goddess. Well, he does have a very hissy form. So, wait, what are we looking for again? Macabre object. Originally made as offerings to the goddess. They're hard to come across now. Some say they can hear Corchin's unearthly hiss. So, something that I can hear a hiss and probably looks snaky or something. Macabre. I don't know if that's macabre. Wait a minute. What about this thing? This is the first thing I think of when I think macabre, because that's iron and gray metal. Nothing to remark. Macabre. This? Oops. That's more of a bat, though, than anything snaky. Every sound has become both louder and clearer? That's interesting, but... what about this? Because that looks like all bones. What in the world is that bone? Whoa. Oh, you can actually hear things from it, too. Like, it'll make a sound. A soft sound, like a serpent's whisper, emanates from within. I think that's it. It has some evil quality to it. I do not like to hold it. Yikes, that's good to know. Hard and somewhat rough. Oh wow, that's how detailed it is. I can touch the fibers. brown twine, and bone, yellow and white. I think that might be it, although it's not much of a ring. Made of bone, this item satisfies the description macabre. Closer inspection confirms that a hissing noise can indeed be heard. Applicant. Okay. Next. Ooh, we got another question. Edmund Bishop. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. And they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. A voice of Kernunos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Voice of Kernunos. Oh, the ornithologist. Edmund Bishop, the 14th Lord of Gleeston Castle, is a man of wealth and privilege like the 13 before him. He is a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His students learn to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declensions by asking about local owl species or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours of recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. Interesting. Voice of Kernunos. Sounds kind of Elder God-y, doesn't it? I'm thinking like Carcosa, like from the Lovecraft stuff. The name Voice of Kernunos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has a certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the pattern of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Kernunos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. A torque being like a very round ring kind of thing with these, well, this, pretty much. That's the first thing I think of when I think of torque. Nice, perfect. I don't know how you're supposed to really wear them. Matter of fact, that's one of the first times I actually seen how it's worn. In fact, for one point, I thought they were like an armlet of type. This item is made of bronze. A similar looking item appears around the neck of Kernunos in the sketch. Nice. Spirit Eye. Spirit Shotgun. Ooh, first day, done. Nice. Let's go ahead into the next one. I think we got enough time for another day. Ooh. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backbarrow. Looks like we're intended to have 17 days. It was like 16 or so days the previous game too. And that's pretty similar. Nice. What's this? Whoop. Oh, manacles. Oh, so this is our dream visions. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Interesting. Actually, I think this is actually a good time to end our first episode here. We got a good introduction. We've found a lot of our items. We've got our first taste of what the daily clues are like. We found quite a lot of items we're working with here and discovered a few tools. I do wonder, because I remember making elixirs in the previous game as well, so I wonder if anything combination-wise is going to be involved on that. Obviously, we're going to get a key to unlock what these things are. Those must be the dangerous items, which, even if we do open that, we might not want to take them from that shelf, per se. We might want to leave them there. But I think this is a good point to call it an episode. Back over here. I thank you very much for joining me for this first day of Strange Antiquities. This has been Max Quester. Thank you very much for joining. Please leave a like, a comment, and certainly subscribe. Later.